every day that I ignored what my soul was telling me, I resented the people around me because in some ways I blamed them that I was where I was. It's your fault that I have to stay here because if I leave, you won't know what to do, right? So it's your fault that things are the way that they are. So I became less kind. I became less compassionate. I became less of the person I knew myself to be, or at least that I wanted to be, with each day that I stayed where I was, where I should not have been staying.
Whoever has a vested interest in the outcome of our life can get really, really manipulative and really tricky. And that can come in the form of like a boss or, you know, an institution or a
Partner.
romantic partner. You know, it's like, it's not just that we have to find our own voice, but we have to weed through all of the BS that's being thrown at us when we make that choice, because inevitably we make a choice that affects other people.
Sometimes when you're, putting other people's needs ahead of your own, it's in part because you are actually trying to control the environment and you are trying to make sure everyone else is happy and not inconvenienced and all those things that you mentioned. But that when you actually choose yourself to do something you know is important and possibly a little scary for you, allows everybody to grow. And so it's like, as you are stepping into your own power, you're releasing the control that you're trying to put on other people and letting them have their own power as well.
It's that thing. If you want to live your life from a place of being fully alive, which means you're going to be at certain edges of growth in yourself, you are going to experience discomfort. Hands down, that's just the way it is. Where do you feel the most alive right now? And I have had people say to me like, oh, I thought my point of greatest aliveness always has to be good. Like it always means that I'm feeling happy or joyful or content. And it's like, no, your point of greatest aliveness might be your grief. Your point of greatest aliveness might be your total confusion. It might be your anxiety, And it is that thing of like the wholeness, really holding all of who we are, which includes everything.